Heyo, Omnidog here with another overview for you, and this is a great overview. Fear Agent Volume 1 and Fear Agent Volume 2. You can find these books, and many more at organicpricebooks.com. Use my code, what are you doing there? $2 off, code Omnidog. Big savings, 5% off, shipping 4 more books together with code OmnidogSit. Or this also still works, Omnidog Ship It Together. Right on, man. Okay, so let's take a look at Fear Agent Volume 1 first. Well, let's take a look at both because these are 2 brand new covers. This is the long-awaited reprint of these 2 volumes. They have been out of print for a long time in this size, Remender size, by Rick Remender, Tony Moore, Jerome Opeña. And Fear Agent is, I think, one of the first Remender books I read. I think I read it before I read Uncanny X-Force. X-Force. So these books have been out of print a long time, and they come to you not in just 1, not 2, but 3 different covers, 2 of which you can find at Organic Price Books. So let's take a look. These are beautiful covers. Let's take a look first at Volume 1, which establishes our guy Heath Houston. There's a look at the spine, and you can already tell by the font used, this is a love letter to EC Comics by these guys. And it is, I don't know how they do this. Collects Fear Agents 1 through 15, $60. Look at how big and chunky this dude is. While we're up here, let's take a look at the binding. Look at that beautiful binding. Nice. Let's take a look at the gutter loss, if any. No gutter loss. Beautiful. Now, this is a high quality book. Very well put together. Beautiful colors, and $60. That's really remarkable. Okay, so this is Rick Remender's and the artist's love letter to EC Comics, and I say that in the best way possible because this book is it's funny, it's thrilling, it's adventurous, it's exciting. It's got broken hearts. It's got gnarly monsters. It's got aliens. He's a fear agent. He's the last of the exterminators of the aliens that he is sent out to exterminate. And I don't think I've read this. What year is this? It's the end of 2023. You'll be seeing this by the beginning of 2024. I bet I haven't read this in 8 years. I have got to reread this because I loved this so much. And he is not only the last of the fear agents, but he is an alcoholic. And there's lots of his drinking issues that go on and on throughout this. It causes problems, of course. He's got a couple different love interests in this, and it's just crazy great science fiction. If you love comics, you should love Fear Agent. And I don't mean should like I'm ordering you to. I mean, this really, really should appeal to you as somebody that loves comic books, because this is, I feel like this is one of my all-time favorite books, but I really have to read it again because I haven't read it in so long. I just remember loving it when I first read this. First of all, I mean, the easy thing to see here is how great the art and colors are. It's just beautiful art. And the writing by Remender is just solid. It is so good. It is such great science fiction, as I said, in the vein of EC Comics. It's it's got a fair amount of his getting sick, not always from the liquor, but generally from the liquor. And it's his various adventures uh, in his job as the last fear agent, and it has everything you want in a comic book. All those things I suggested: heartbreak, love, monsters, violence, thrilling adventures, aliens, really tightly written, well thought out scripts and writing. And then you get an all-star cast of people who write and illustrate the backup stories, which are called, let's see, well, now there's, I mean, if that's not an EC reference, I don't know what is. Right here, yeah, Frontline Combat. These are, and there's another, boy, these things are just gorgeous. From here to Uranus. Okay, we get the joke. What are these things called? They're the backup stories to the original stories in the single issues Tales of the Fear Agent. And these were not necessarily written by Remender. These are the backup stories that were presented. The first three stories presented here, all written by Rick Remender, are in canon. The rest of the stories by some of the best creators in the business are not canon. Fun, speculative stories about Heath's life as an exterminator. And so both of these books have tales of the Fear Agent. So we are just going to take a look at the beautiful art, the gorgeous colors, the amazing writing, and you can't get much more fun than Fear Agent. And now it does feature, I would say this is, as far as, it's not a not safe for work book, but it's got pretty salty language, and, you know, it deals with alcoholism and drinking, and there's some of this, okay, that I just showed you. So, I don't know, mature 14-year-olds on up. Let me think. If my daughter was 14, would I really let her read this? No. But then, maybe mature 16-year-olds. It's not that big a deal. Everybody should love this. Let's say mature 16-year-olds on up. Oops, don't want to spoil anything. So this is volume 1. It tells his backstory as well as his current situation. Oh boy, I really need to move this right up to the top of my read pile. I forgot how much I love this, and you will too. Really. I mean, there's a reason why people have been clamoring for this to be reprinted for all these years. And you never know with Remender. He sort of hints at things like, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't, maybe it'll be in compendium format. So you never know, but here we are. And look at all this great art and the great writing in these tales from the Fear Agent. This is a little Wally Wood type of homage by Shane White. Wow. I forgot how much I love this book. Okay, that's volume 1. And we will change places for volume 2. Let's see what they look like when you get both, because you're going to want both. Let's see what these look like next to each other. Won't this look good on your shelf? The answer is yes. So here's Fear Agent 2. And I noticed in some of these Eye Against Eye, Out of Step, Bad Brains, Minor Threat, and then there's My War in this first one, which is Black Flag. So I'm wondering what other punk rock, stuff that he named after, that he named his stories after. Hatchet Job. Maybe just a couple. So here's the continuing tales of our hero-ish, sort of hero-y. Yeah, he's a good guy at heart who has to do a lot of bad things. But that's science fiction, man. And that's what makes it an interesting book. That's what makes it a great book. Have I gotten it through to you that I dig this book? Yeah, I think so. So while we're looking at this, you can please, it's not over yet, but I've already sort of just told you everything I love about it and why I think you should do it. So while we're looking at the art, why don't I tell you to please like the video, feel free to subscribe and hit the notify button. Ooh, look at that. What a great drawing. Please, you can always leave me messages, comments. I always respond. Please keep them nice. If there's anything you don't like, try and say it in a nice way. Ooh, I forgot all about this. Eye Against Eye. Yeah, it's pretty violent. That's one thing about it. It is very violent. And of course, like any American, I love violence, you know. So does our hero ever win in his battle against the bottle? Well, you're going to have to read to find out. So far it looks like he's losing. It happens. It's comic books. I didn't mean to make light of that. As you know, I am 15 years sober, so I get the struggle. And sometimes it gets to me in comics, and this thing is loaded with his alcoholism. So I'm not making light of that. Believe me. But sometimes, well, all the time, I have to laugh at myself. Tales of the Fear Agent. Ooh, Eric Powell. Through splatted. Oh, look at these sound effects. These are like Don Martin's from Mad Magazine. Oh, who drew this? This is gorgeous. Story and Ink's Barta. Wow. And even the font even looks like EC Comics in here. I need to page through a little slower. Some of these are pretty short. I'm going to skip right over them. So as you can see, the art's great, the story's great, the binding's great, the size is great, the price is great. Ladies and gentlemen, this book, this series, these 2 volumes, they are great. So, I'm pretty sure you know how I stand on these 2 books. Get them on your shelves if you don't already have them. Fear Agent Volume 1, Volume 2 by Remender, Tony Moore, Jerome Opeña, Mike Hawthorne, and various assorted other people who you will be happy with. Peace and love, peace and love. Please be good to each other out there. Try to be kind to your neighbor. Treat your fellow man well. You know the deal. Be good to each other out there and enjoy your comics, man. Enjoy these. Get them and enjoy them. Yeah, absolutely. Peace and love, peace and love. Hey now.